I'm officially 10 days postpartum and we are home with little baby Aspen.
Yeah.
And it's just been the most surreal, most magical, most love bubble, most beautiful past 10 days. He is just absolute perfection. I wanted to share a little bit of an update on, I guess, everything that has happened
In
the past 10 days. And to Aspen arriving early. So our last scan was the Wednesday before he was born, and it was quite a long scan that we had with our OB. And as I was 36 and 6 on that day, as of the next day, so as of the Thursday, the day he was actually born, I was considered full term. So our OB always made it really clear to us that...
It was basically once Tarrah got to 37 weeks, his threshold for keeping him in versus taking him out would change quite significantly in the favour of taking him out earlier.
Yeah, if that's going to be more beneficial to him. So we went into that scan and it was a very long scan. We were just checking absolutely everything. Obviously his growth, he was measuring around the 5th percentile, which I think we mentioned, but his fluid was quite low. We were kind of given some options. It was like, have him this week, either Thursday or Friday, or we can do another CTG on Friday and sort of reassess on the following week, Monday. So Xander and I just presented with the idea that we could have a baby tomorrow, went for a long walk and kind of discussed what we wanted to do and made the call that we would like to have him this week. Just wanted him here safe and healthy, and that's exactly what happened. So we got booked in for the 15th of May 2025. Our planned time was 4 o'clock, but it did get brought forward to 3. So he was born at 3:25. So all the fives, little man. And it honestly was just like the most magical experience. Like driving to hospital and knowing that you're going to have a baby is just the weirdest concept.
That entire day was like so surreal because you just knew that like by the end of the day, we were going to have a baby in our arms.
Yeah.
So like, you're doing everything and it's like, this is the last time that I'm going to, make a coffee in the kitchen without a baby being in the house, or like put a glass in the dishwasher. It's the last time I'm going to do that before there's a baby here. It's just,
it's so bizarre. And the drive to hospital was just wild, but my whole cesarean experience was just so magical. Like the team was incredible. Like we were both so emotional and it was just anything beyond what I could have imagined to bring this little boy into the world. I did have a complication with my spinal. It wasn't working 100%. I think I didn't realize it at the time. Just never having a C-section before, I thought that amount of pain for a C-section was kind of normal. And I think during the actual procedure itself, my adrenaline was so high that sort of masked a lot of the pain. But once I went into recovery, that pain sort of skyrocketed and people thought I was honestly in labour because I was in a state. But once we finally got on top of my pain management, it was certainly a lot better. Honestly, I'd do it all over again. Yeah. I'm ready to have like 8 babies.
The things, so on that final scan on the Wednesday, one of the things that our OB was checking a lot was just the amount of fluid that was in the womb, and he was kind of satisfied that there was a lower-ish than normal amount but not no fluid. But when in the theatre, when the cesarean happened, our OB was like, there's not really a lot of fluid in here at all.
Yeah, so he was like, there's barely anything.
Definitely confirmed that we made absolutely the right decision to go early and get him out of there because there wasn't very much fluid in there at all. So
and even though he weighed, how much was he? 286 kilos, which was more weight-wise than what he was scanning at. The fluid was so much lower than what it was scanning at, and so we absolutely made the right call to bring him out on the day that we did. His safety, it just seemed right. It's just meant to be. He has honestly been like such a superstar. I've been feeding really well. I always had really good colostrum, which I was so grateful for. My milks come in really beautifully. He's breastfeeding. I have a drop off of that 10% in weight on day 3. So since day 3, I've also been pumping and supplementing him with some breast milk just to top him up and help him gain weight. Did get reweighed. When was that? Thursday? So a couple of days ago, and put on 120 grams. So he's not quite yet back at birth weight. He is 2.690, I think. He's growing, and that's the main thing, and everyone's really happy with that. My recovery has been really good. So with all the pain post C-section, they took off the pico dressing and just put on a standard dressing because they didn't want that to
aggravate anything.
Yeah, aggravate anything further. So I actually just had a standard dressing on for the first couple of days. I was up and walking at 10, like a couple of hours.
That night on the day.
Yeah, on the day. So about 6 hours I was up, washed my face, cleaned my teeth. The bleeding hasn't been bad at all. So I just feel like I've been really lucky with my recovery. When we discharged from hospital, I did get the pico dressing put back on. And I think that's just been also a game changer to my recovery in terms of being able to move around more freely and just feel a little bit more supported. So I'll have that on for a few more days and get that taken off Monday, which actually is tomorrow.
Is tomorrow.
So it's already been a week since we've been home from hospital, but transitioning into home, we found a little routine and it's been really good. He's been sleeping so well. He's been feeding so well. Like I mentioned, he was a little bit jaundiced in hospital, but nothing too concerning given that he's feeding and doing a lot of nappies. So he hasn't needed any treatment, and it's quite common for early babies to have a little bit of jaundice. So we're calling it his tan Spanish skin, hey?
Yeah. He's got that. He's got the Mediterranean olive skin for me.
That's it. A lot of people also asking about his name. I'm so excited to finally share that with you guys. It's just been a name that we've personally loved for a while, and whilst we had a few names on our list, when we started calling him this name while I was pregnant in the last couple of months, it just really felt right. And now that he's here, like, we both can't imagine him being any other name. No. Aspen is beautiful, just suits him so well, and I did hint about it in a few videos. Some of you picked up on it, but his name started with A, but no one guessed the name. So here he is, little Aspen. Just a name that we love. Aspen is a type of tree, actually, which seems sort of fitting. It's sort of like a tree of life, aren't you? What's that face? Just like an absolute miracle right here.
Yeah.
And I think, like, most of the time Xander and I just stare at him and are in a bit of disbelief about how he's here and how my body has made this little man. I just can't believe it, and he's just so special and perfect, and I could go on about it for days.
Yeah.
I just feel very blessed and very lucky and, ready for this next chapter. I love you, Dad.
Love you too.
I love you, Aspen.
Love you, buddy.